Rangers are back in action this Saturday after the international break, but NICO Raskin will not be joining them as manager Russell Martin says he's been left out of the squad. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and despite it looking like Martin and Raskin have put their differences aside and they're going to try and work for the benefit and the better of Rangers Football Club, Raskin still not in the squad for this weekend's game against Hearts. And what an important game it is. Of course, every game for Rangers is important, but they're 4 games into the season. They've yet to get a win. Martin's job is hanging on by a thread. You feel like they really do need all 3 points here, or else it could be curtains for Russell Martin. And he has decided to leave out the best midfielder that Rangers have in the club, and according to some people, the best midfielder in Scotland. Risky for Martin, because if he doesn't play Raskin and he loses, then that could be the end of him. At least if he played Raskin and he lost, you can make the case, well, here, what do you want me to do? I brought Raskin back in and we still couldn't win. But I think if he does not play Raskin and it backfires, then I think he'll get more criticism in a defeat with Raskin not playing a part.
It was an open goal, and this guy's blunder at the stadium. It makes no sense whatsoever not to play Raskin. Now here, me or you or anyone wasn't really privy to this meeting between the two. Broke last night. Now, STV got word of it. Does that mean NICO Raskin leaked it? A lot of rumours that Raskin's been the guy leaking the team sheet.
Well, I mean, possibly. Now, according to Martin, the issues have been resolved, but he's still not in the team, so...
So how much could they really be resolved then? Right? You look at issues across the board. See, when issues get resolved, things go back to the way they were. More often than not. Unless it's like war or something, right? That's a wee bit different. This ain't war, this is just some vegan guy, getting told where to go by our best player. And, see this whole gimmick of players, no players bigger than the club? Absolutely, but no managers bigger than the club. I mean, who's got more goodwill with Rangers fans between these two fuds?
Yeah, definitely. It's NICO
Raskin
Raskin
every day of the week. I know I just called him a fud, but no one likes Martin.
I think the fact that Raskin didn't get sold in the window tells me that he is going to play a part. This could just be Martin trying to throw his weight around and prove that I am the boss. And you could start this weekend, but I'm going to keep you out for one more game just to show you that I'm the guy in charge. And I think that ultimately could come back and backfire on Russell Martin. But this is what he said regarding Raskin and him not being in the squad to face Hearts. He said, quote, "He won't be in the squad tomorrow. We have had a lot of conversations, as we do with every player, but he's back training with the squad, which is a good step. And now, like every player really, he has a duty to make sure that he earns the trust of all his other teammates and the coaching staff and the staff in the building to help us win football matches. It's the same for every player here. He's obviously played for his country during the week." End of quote. So,
how's that a good step, right? Because this is self-inflicted. Martin is the guy not playing him. So how's that a good step, him training with the squad but not being back in the team? Explain. He says that like he came back for an injury. That's what I said earlier in my feed. It's Martin's choice not to play.
He did mention he's been playing for his country, but I mean, a lot of Rangers players have been playing for their country and they're in the squad, so...
Yes, exactly. I mean, he played 71 minutes, right?
Also, no, but, I mean, it's one thing Martin not starting him, or Martin not bringing him on, but not to be in the squad, I don't understand it.
He says it's a good step, right? He trained with the squad before the Old Firm when he was dropped at the squad as well. So where's the good step we've taken then?
Well, he trained on his own.
Well, he trained on the pitch, didn't he? He was there training.
Aye, individually.
So how's this a good step though?
Well, Martin's not going to come out and say, "Oh, it's a bad step. 1 step forward, 2 steps back."
I don't think he should be saying it's any form of step. I think it's actually embarrassing. He talks about trust of other teammates and coaching staff and staff in the building. So Raskin questioning this guy has made everyone else less trustworthy of the guy?
Possibly. Well, there seems to be no rush to get him back into the Rangers setup. Russell Martin went on to say the following. He said, quote, "We have to be on the pitch with trust and feeling and clarity, and that's it. And I think the most important thing is that NICO knows why, the players know why, and we all move forward. It is resolved because he's still here and he's training with the group now, so it's fine. It's never a personal thing. It's always professional. My job is to do what I feel is best for the team, for the club. It's not about me. It's not about NICO. It's about everyone. I think we have to win football matches. It's as simple as that. The fans will be happy if the team is winning matches and playing in a way that they're enjoying. And we have to get to that as quickly as we possibly can. End the quote. Martin saying it's not about him. Martin saying it's not a personal thing. Says that his job is to do what's best for the team. He says that he thinks they have to win football matches. It's as simple as that. Well, wouldn't playing Raskin, or at least having Raskin in the squad.
The best way of winning is playing Raskin. This guy's a fraud, right? He says, we need to get to winning football matches as quickly as possible. Mate, you need to win this game tomorrow, son. Like, let's not... here, it's alright if we draw against Hearts.
As long as we do it in a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, no, shut up, Martin. Alright? No, this guy needs to know his role. This is something he might have got away with after the Motherwell game. One game in. We're 4 games into the league season with 4 draws, son. I'm not having this. This guy needs to go. I'll stand by that. He talks about playing. It's not a personal thing. It's professional. What's professional about it? Acting like a little bitch, dropping the guy at the squad because he questioned you.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's not in the squad. I don't surely. Yeah, if he doesn't want to start him against Hearts, that's fair enough. But why is he not on the bench to at least have as an option?
I would rather, right, a bit of fucking transparency for this guy. See if he turned around and said here, I've no disillusions about Raskin. The fact of the matter is this: if he was playing with a better chance of winning because he's one of our best players, but yeah, I'm the manager and I need to set an example. But no, he spins some shite about it's no personal, it's professional, and that we need to do everything in our own power to get back to winning ways and build a run. Well, to do that is starting this guy. I've said it before and I'll say it again. See a guy that starts for Belgium. He is too good not to be starting for any team in this league. And that's a fact.
No, I agree. If you're starting for Belgium, then how can you possibly not be starting in the Scottish Premiership? Just doesn't make any fucking sense.
I wish we live in a world where maybe later down the line someone will be starting for Belgium and they're like a bench warmer, but some people are on the Engels. Well, he doesn't get picked for Belgium anymore, but the point still stands here, folks. I'm Team Raskin all the way because all the guys did allegedly is question Martin on a few things, and shouldn't that be what players do? Do we want 20 odd yes men running around?
What would he needed to have done though for you to be Team Martin? Because Raskin's the guy that's been at Rangers. Raskin's the guy that had the standout season last year. Raskin's the guy that Rangers fans consider the best player, and he's the guy that can make them the most amount of money in the transfer market. It's like, surely for Martin must know that if it comes down to like a war or a battle or whatever, the Rangers fan base are going to have to be divided between the manager Russell Martin and the player NICO Raskin. It's quite obvious to me that they're going to pick the guy that has been playing well, and they're not going to pick the new manager that is fucking offered shite performance after shite performance.
He's on the thinnest of thin ice.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a good idea. See, for Martin to be acting like this, you would think that he's qualified to Rangers for the Champions League and he's sitting top of the table with 4 wins out of 4 and playing good football.
But
see, if that was the case, I think that people would be like, maybe Raskin's out of order.
But this is the problem here, right? You're right. I agree with you. See, if Russell Martin was actually say this was Gerrard, right? The summer after we'd won the league, I'd be like, the manager says. That's what goes, buddy, because he's won the league title, son. Right? See if it's like a Walter Smith or something, right? Absolutely. But Russell Martin...
He's not got the credit in the bank to be acting like this.
Exactly. He's the worst manager in the club's history.
Yeah, he's just...
And Raskin, in recent history, for me, is one of the better players we've had.
Yeah, you just look at... if you look at the other side of the city or whatever, it's like... Rodgers will just get away with doing certain things because he's built up credit and he's had success. Whereas, like, when Tony Mowbray came in, he fucking had no success. So, anything that he said or did would have been criticised a lot heavier. So, it's the same thing with Russell Martin. He hasn't earned any credit in the bank. He hasn't got the Rangers. The Rangers fans, they never even want him before he took over.
Yeah.
The guy has never got the Rangers fans on side, so I just don't think
he's sitting with 4 points out of 12.
Yeah, I just don't think him trying to get into some sort of war with NICO Raskin and dividing the fans is like... if you did a poll and you polled people, like, what side are you on? NICO Raskin or Russell Martin? I'd have to imagine, like, we're talking, like, high 90s, would say NICO Raskin. No, I'm not going to put the poll on this channel, because we'll all know that you don't get a fair fucking poll on this channel.
You probably wouldn't get a poll on my channel that's fair either, so...
Anyway, Raskin...
You on the follow message board like you and Cameron put it up there?
No, I'm not on that.
Not a true Jambo Bear.
No, definitely not. Anyway, Raskin missing, Hearts' brand new £2 million Brazilian signing, Agu missing as well. So, yeah, I don't think both teams probably not with their strongest teams available, but it's a massive game. It's a massive game for both teams, isn't it? And
should be on TV.
I get it. I know Hearts are doing well, and listen, it's not like if Hearts lose, it's not like, oh, that's your season route. But it
league over though.
It would put that on the back burner, wouldn't it?
Aye. I mean, not that the league's won if you win, but I think if you win, it's like, fuck, maybe Hearts.
Yeah.
Because I'll stand by it. You will not get a season where Celtic and Rangers look weaker.
It reminds me a lot of that Aberdeen Rangers game last season, albeit that was deeper into the season. I think that was like the 8th game or something.
There'll be fireworks at this one though.
No, well, probably not. Rangers better not be using fireworks there. They'll get another fine, another suspension.
Restatement on that. Yeah,
but for me, it's like I do think it's got similarities. The gap back then was 6 points. You felt like if Aberdeen beat Rangers last season and made it 9, then the opportunity for the Old Firm to be split was well and truly there. And I think, despite it not being as many games in, I think with how bad Rangers have looked under Russell Martin, I genuinely do think that if Hearts beat Rangers tomorrow at Ibrox, I think Hearts probably go second favourites for the title.
Well, fucking absolutely. Yes, they would have to be. Just the gap alone. I mean, 9 points, no matter how bad Rangers look.
Yeah. But if they lose, then before you know it, the gap's down to 3 and it could be normal services resume, so it's interesting.
Will Martin be sacked if he loses tomorrow?
He very well could be, but they did come out and say they're going to stick with him.
What about the Hibs game? Going at the cup.
Yeah, I think if he loses the next 2, he could be out. I tell you, I don't think a draw's not really great for either team, I don't think, tomorrow.
Would you take a draw?
No.
Oh, sure as fuck wouldn't take a draw, but I'm going to get one.
I wouldn't be happy with a draw. The way Rangers are playing right now, I don't think a draw at Ibrox is a great result for Hearts.
No, I don't know who the game suits, because Hearts tend to start slow till Derek gets it right. Rangers have been shite. Don't start games well or end them well.
Dundee, in the shitest Celtic team I've ever seen, have got draws at Ibrox this season, so forgive me for thinking that a draw is not a great result.
I agree with that.
How can I accept a draw when it's the same result that fucking Stephen Presley's Dundee team got?
And they should have won.
Yeah. Every team that have played Rangers probably should have won apart from Celtic.
Yep. You can't fault that.
No, you can't. I mean, if
will Hearts have that same claim?
I'm just hoping. I'm hoping we're not saying all Hearts should have won. I'm hoping we're saying Hearts did win.
Well, I'm not.
Would you not take 6-0 and Russell Martin walking across the pitch with his wee briefcase?
No.
You want him out?
I do want him out, but I don't think I've got a 6-0 with him walking across the pitch with a briefcase in me.
No. Anyway.
Yeah, one thing's for sure. You said the other day I felt sorry for Jim Goodwin. I won't be feeling sorry for Russell Martin in 3 years' time if that happens.
Probably not. Right, Raskin's out, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Game's not on television, but we'll find a way to watch it.
Rangers TV.
Aye.
Well, you have to live outside the UK.
VPN.
Aye, VPN.
Although we don't advocate for people to use illegal services.
VPNs are legal.
Suppose. It's a bit dodgy, don't it?
It is, but fuck it, guys. The game will be reviewed. The game will be getting watched. Looking forward to it.
Doesn't sound like you're looking forward to it. That was the least convincing I'm looking forward to it I've ever fucking heard.
See the past couple of weeks, Celtic have been a meltdown, and Russell Martin's back with half a presser, and it's depressing.
Right, well, we'll see. Both teams have a chance to try and put pressure on Celtic.
Are you excited?
Aye.
So Scotland TV going to see a Fed after 6 weeks?
Fucking might, aye.
It might.
Might come out of retirement. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Win the Hearts. Preview show later on the night. I am going to predict. Fuck it.
There's no spoilers, mate.
I'm spoiling it. I'm predicting the Hearts win. But you want to hear the scoreline, you've got to tune in later on tonight. So there you go.
6-0.
Alright, till next time. Peace.